Beveridge from the We Supply America tour, coming to you live from Augusta, Georgia, down here at KMO Manufacturing, a distributor in the janitorial sanitation area. And I have just had an amazing day. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in a little bit, but welcome to our second week and our second episode of our We Supply America docuseries. You know, last week we featured Porter Pipe out of Addison, Illinois. Today we get to feature an amazing organization, Wiseway Supply. We visited them at their Cincinnati distribution center, and I know that what you are about to see is going to be insightful. It's going to be informative. It's going to touch your heart. It's going to touch your mind. It's going to touch your soul. And it's an absolutely excellent example of why we're out on the road with We Supply America, championing the noble calling of distribution. We've got about 30 minutes until we go live with this second episode featuring Wiseway Supply. So before we get going, I'm going to be pulling in some individuals to talk about what we've got planned. As you're coming in, please let me know that you're here. If you're on LinkedIn, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, let me know in the comments that you are here. I would love to know who you are, that you are here, where you're from, and we'll be sure to pull in your comments as well. All right? So for those of you that are newer to the We Supply America platform, the movement, let me tell you just a little bit about what we're doing out here on the road and the principles of We Supply America. You know, three things as to why we're out doing this. Number one, last summer, I wrote an open letter to distributors called Shift to Tomorrow. And in that open letter, it was the first time that I used the words, the noble calling of distribution. And I truly believe that what you do in distribution, you are the backbone of this country. You do keep America supplied, and you do absolutely contribute to our society, to this country in just amazing ways. And it's time that we champion, we own that narrative, and it's time we champion the noble calling of distribution. And that's what we're out doing with your help and with your support. And that's what this episode is about as well. Number two, I believe coming out of this pandemic that we are all yearning for connections. We're all yearning for inspiration. We're all yearning for optimism, to look to the future in a positive, optimistic way. And I believe as a country, we're yearning for those stories. And when I look at you, when I look at distribution, when I look at the people of distribution, what I see is a canvas of goodness, a canvas of an industry of people who care about each other, who care about their customers, who care about their suppliers, who care about their local communities. And I see this opportunity to connect around that. The third pillar is, I believe, that we are all looking after Labor Day as an inflection point to come out of this pandemic absolutely stronger than we went in. And that's what I am seeing. And I absolutely love that we are all part of telling those stories of coming out together. So for those of you that are new, those are some of the three principles. Keep coming in. I love seeing you coming in. Let me know that you're here. I wanted to set the stage, but I also want you to come in. Let me know that you're here. And we're going to officially kick off this LinkedIn Live in 2 minutes. So keep coming in. Let me know that you're here. What do you say we get this show started? Second week, second episode of the We Supply America Tour. Thank you so much for coming. As you're coming in, continue to let me know that you're here. And let me just say hello to some of you. John Aykroyd, great to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Hannah Kane is here from Cambridge, Massachusetts. Thank you. We got Addison Kane watching from New York City. Let's see, John Aykroyd, we said hello. Thank you. Amy, here from LinkedIn from Milwaukee. Thanks to you so much for being here. Jeff New from Elkhart, Indiana is here. Thank you so much. Rod Johnson from Hoshizaki, America is here. Thank you so very much. Barry Wright, can I just stop for a second? Can you sing to us a little bit? Would love to hear it. Barry, thank you for being here. Michael, thank you very much. Phoenix Support Systems from Niles, Ohio. Love it. Thank you. Laura from Cleveland, I appreciate it. Guys, this is just fantastic. Everybody coming in. We've got Lerone Dale from Shreveport, thank you. Karen from, hello everybody, yeah. And this LinkedIn user, sorry, I can't see who your name is, but can't wait for episode 2, and I guarantee you, you're going to absolutely love this. And Kristen, your favorite part of the week, WSA, We Supply America Thursdays, I am with you. Megan, yeah, so excited. Congrats on episode 2. Congrats to the Ways Supply team. Congrats to them, and congrats to everybody. Because, you know, as I say, we're going to learn about Wise Way Supply today and their noble calling distribution, how they supply America. But I really think they're representative of all of us on here. So fantastic. And I'd love to see, Haley, that all Wise Way branches are here today. Thank you so very much. Jeff Paul, awesomeness times 2. Thank you for your support, my friend. Somebody else from Delaware, love the noble calling. You guys, let's own this narrative. Let's all talk about the noble calling of distribution, and I really appreciate it. Ryan, great to see you. Ed Orlat, man, great to see you, my friend. Bill, and I could go on and on and on. You guys keep letting me know. Let me know. Thank you. Well, say hello to everybody, okay? So let me get into some things that I want to share with you before our second episode. So, guys, with We Supply America, I pulled out of my driveway the Sunday before Memorial Day. And there are 3 phases of We Supply America. The first phase was the first 35 or 40 days when I traveled the country with Jordan and Josh, my videographers, my storytelling crew, my video team. And we stopped at 8 different distributors to produce these broadcast quality shows. And you're going to see one of those today. That first phase is over. The production, and we've been talking about it online, and I appreciate you guys on LinkedIn and everywhere continuing to champion this message, and please continue to do so. The second and third phases are going on right now. The second phase is the airing. Every Thursday in July and August, starting last week, we're airing a new episode, and we're going to have these LinkedIn Lives. The third is I am continuing to go from sea to shining sea in the month of July and August, stopping at 4 or 5 distributors a week, just like I am today here in Augusta, Georgia at Camo Manufacturing, a distributor in the janitorial and sanitation. And guys, I love this because I get to spend 4 hours at these businesses, meeting the people, learning their stories, so that we can continue to tell these stories as we go across America. And can I just share with you 2 things that happened today? It is so cool. At lunch today, I had a chance to meet all the employees. They set up a great barbecue out in the warehouse. I got to go around and meet every single employee, hear their story so that we can tell it as we go forward. Harris, the 3rd generation leader of the business, and I had about a 25-minute Q&A with their employees so that we could talk about We Supply America, we could talk about Camo, we could talk about what every individual, from the warehouse associates to the administration, to sales, to the drivers, what they mean to supplying America and their part in the noble calling distribution. One of the fun things we do is everybody gets to wear gets to take home a We Supply America t-shirt, if you will, and then we all get together and we reinforce that Camo does in fact supply America. So just take a look at what happened after lunch and let me know what you think of the spirit of these professionals of this distribution company, Camo Manufacturing. Take a look.
All right, how's Camo feeling?
Come on, how's Camo feeling? All right, 3, 2, 1. You're awesome. High fives as you're coming out. Come on. Nice. All right, you guys. Thanks, everybody. Thanks. Thank you.
You keep t-shirt, go to work.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That's fun. So, guys, as you can see, it's a lot of fun. We bring the individuals together and we recognize everybody in the distribution company that we're visiting, their role in the noble calling of distribution. And Hannah, thank you so much. Yeah, I love the energy, and that's what happens every stop that we have. The employees bring the energy, and they love the conversation about the noble calling distribution. And guys, I'd love to stop at your organization. At WeSupplyAmerica.net, there's a spot where you can see how to text me, and we can start a process to see if I can stop at your location as I did here at Camo today, and I would absolutely love that opportunity. Now, guys, real quick, as I was ending the day with Camo, I was coming in here to set up for this LinkedIn Live, and all of a sudden, a gentleman came running out of the warehouse to introduce himself to me, and it was Philip. And I said, Philip, wait, let me get what you just said on camera. And if you don't mind, let me introduce you to a driver here at Camo. And I think this minute-and-a-half conversation that I had with Philip really sums up what we're doing here at and with We Supply America. So here's Philip, driver at Camo. Philip, you just came up to me, man, and love it. So tell me who you are, what you didn't do at Camo first.
My name is Philip Howard. I deliver for Camo Manufacturing. Been here 3 years, and my job is to make sure our product gets out to the customers in a very mannerly and orderly way. And with the help of We Supply America and us working together, everybody will know what we do, and it can help out for everybody. Because if you don't know, you can't get it. So now with the help of them and us working together, everybody will know what we do. And it'll be a good joy to have.
You have a good joy to have. And if you don't mind, when you see We Supply America, you're wearing the shirt, man. Thank you so much. What does that mean to you? And what you do as a driver for Camo?
I tell you, what it means to me it makes me feel good, because it lets me know that God's giving me another opportunity to help somebody that's along the way that don't know. And in turn, it helps me to be a better person also. And I just love it. I just love it.
And I asked you if you're a hugger. I am. I don't know if I'm going to get this on camera. Give me a hug, big man.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for coming up to me, buddy.
You're welcome.
All right. So, guys, there's Philip from Camo. If you don't mind, just let me know what you think from that little minute-and-a-half conversation that I had with Philip here. And I got to tell you, that's one of the things that I'm loving about this trip. My wife is traveling with me this week, and yesterday as we left Carswell distribution, we're driving the 3 hours or so from Winston-Salem down here, and she looked at me and says, why don't you get tired? And Philip is why I don't get tired, right? You is why I don't get tired. It's because what we are doing, this message of supplying America, being the backbone of America, this message of 6 million professionals employed in your businesses, 6 million professionals, ensuring that our kids can go to school, ensuring that our restaurants remain open, ensuring that the sanitation in our country is first world, ensuring that our hospitals do the work that they do, ensuring that everything you touch has gone through some form of distribution. I find that very, very noble, and that's what keeps me out here. And again, I think we need to continue to tell that story. So thank you. So Stacy, I agree with you 100%. Thank you, Stacy. Love supplying Americans and America. I love what you all do, so thank you very much. All right, so if you don't mind, I've had an amazing day here at Camo. I would love to come and see you over the next 6, 7, 8 weeks. Go to WeSupplyAmerica.net. There's a text number on there. It'll start the process. We'll ask you to fill out a form, and I will try like crazy to get out to see as many of you as I can as I continue to travel west across this country. All right? So, how are y'all doing? What do you think about? Should we start transitioning to the Wise Way Supply? Yeah, I think we should. So, guys, let me set the stage. In exactly 13 minutes, we are going to go live with the second episode of We Supply America, featuring Wise Way Supply. You're going to absolutely love this, but let me just kind of set the stage with you by giving you a minute and a half teaser of what you're about to experience when we go live. Here you go.
Really, everything the consumer ends up with has been touched by a distributor.
We're an important piece of something much bigger, distributing products that are the fabric of our homes and our stores and our businesses and everything that drives us forward as a nation.
Wanting to have our own business created all those jobs and all that family.
It's nice to know
Thanks,
that you're doing a beneficial
What's that?
job to get people out into an industry that helps provide the house that you live in.
Offices, schools, hospitals, I mean, it's all critical stuff.
Your commitment to your employees, your commitment to your customers, your commitment to this country, it's inspiring as hell. I appreciate it, I salute it, and thanks for the opportunity to listen and hear some of your stories.
So what do you think, you guys? Huh? I got to tell you something. The stories that you're about to see with Wise Way Supply, as I say, are going to touch your heart, your mind, your soul. And what I really encourage is to not only take the lessons of Wise Way Supply, and they are there, and the inspiration. My greatest hope is that you individually and as a company will use what you're about to see at the top of the hour to drive conversation in your organization to further your mission. Because I really do believe that what you're about to see with Wise Way Supply is you. It's your business. It's your employees. And I think Wise Way Supply is an amazing example of the noble calling of distribution, of supplying America. And I hope as you watch, you lead those conversations with yourself and with your team to take this inspiration and this insight to drive meaningful, deep conversations within your company to further your mission and your purpose. And to help you do that, let me just share with you what's available to you. This episode is about to stream live at WeSupplyAmerica.net. And when you go to WeSupplyAmerica.net, you can go up to that episode's menu. And not only go up to that episode's menu, but now there's going to be a pop-up window. You're not going to be able to miss this. And you're going to be driven to the Wise Way Supply page for the episode. And you're going to be able to start watching the episode there. And you'll see a little introduction to the episode. We've titled this episode, The Engine That Makes America Go. And yes, that's a quote that we took from Bob Bender, who you're about to meet. Yes, it's a quote from Wise Way Supply, but I think it's a quote about distribution. You all being the engine that makes America go. And that's what I'm suggesting. How do we take these ideas, the insights that we learn from Wise Way Supply, and bring them into our organization? Here are just 7 of the individuals that you're about to meet when we stream the episode in 9 minutes or so. Now, here's the other thing I really want to drive home. I really encourage you to go to WeSupplyAmerica.net. Go to this episode page, and I encourage every single one of you. In fact, would you do me a favor? In the comments right now, would you either put down manager or individual? If you are an individual contributor and you don't manage anybody, put the word individual. If you're a manager or a leader, that you have a team of 1 or 1,000 under you, put down manager or leader. And what I really encourage you, if you're an individual or if you're a manager, go to this page and download this meeting in a kit for you. What we have done is we prepared for you an entire meeting in a kit, a PowerPoint presentation, an agenda, discussion items. I'll show it to you after the episode. But I want you to know that there's a resource and a tool here so that you just don't watch passively what you're about to see. You can actually engage with the episode. You can engage your team with what you're about to see, and I encourage you to do that. Then another thing that I want to draw your attention to I think it's super cool is, you know, we only have 20, 25 minutes for each episode. And I have these amazing 25 to 30, 40-minute conversations with the presidents, CEOs of the organization. And so we want to provide you that unedited. So there's also bonus footage of unedited interview between me and the president of Wiseway Supply, John Kane, and that's there for you as well. The insights are there. This one is pretty fun. You're going to get to meet our videographers as John is giving us a bourbon tasting test and tying it to distribution. So I just want you to all know that that is there for you. It's all there for you at WeSupplyAmerica.net. So please, please, please do that. I love it. I see individuals, managers. Guys, so if you're a manager or an individual, please go and download that kit. There's information that you can use to process what you are about to see. Okay? So we're getting very, very close. We've got about 8 minutes. So what I'd love to do is I'd love to bring in some very important people that we wouldn't be here without. And the first one I'd like to do is bring in Mr. Jeff Cross. Let me figure out how to do this. Jeff, welcome, sir.
Hey, Dirk.
Hey. Welcome.
Important people, where are they?
I'm looking at one of them right here, my man.
Right.
Hey,
No, it's
Jeff.
great to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. Why don't you tell everybody who you're with, who you represent, and we'll tie it to why we're here together, okay?
Absolutely. So I work for ISSA, the Worldwide Cleaning Industry Association. I'm the media director, and I've been with Dirk since the very beginning on this tour. Now, before this tour started, we did a few recordings, but the ones we've done have been even more fun. I was in his driveway virtually as he started this tour. So, Dirk, it's great to be here with you, and ISSA is proud to be a sponsor and support you. I know we have a long relationship in the past and in the future as well.
Yep.
And I do want to tee up that we're going to, after this is all over, back to business, and we'll see you in Vegas at the show. Hey, Dirk, I have a question. Your theme for your presentation is called, let me look here, something to do with acceleration, age of acceleration.
Yeah.
So my question is, have you got a speeding ticket on this trip?
That is a great question.
You like acceleration?
You know what? I do like to accelerate. I think we live in the age of acceleration. I do usually put my foot down. But you know what, Jeff? I swear to goodness, this tour is mellowing me out. I don't know. So the answer is I have not yet.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. But no, we look forward to seeing the rest of your tour. These episodes are great project you're working on, and we're proud to be part of it. And we'll see you at the show in Vegas in November.
Yeah, Jeff, I really appreciate it. And guys, as ISSA and ISSA Show North America are important partners of ours. And Jeff, thank you. And it's kind of fun coming live on this LinkedIn Live, on Facebook Live from KMO, a great member of ISSA. Jeff, do you know how long they have been a member of ISSA?
I don't, but I'm the one asking the questions usually. But I could look that up.
Yeah, you're right on. They've been
a valued member for sure.
And no doubt they were founded in 1947, and they've been a member of ISSA since 1948. And they absolutely appreciate the resources that you all provide to them. So thank you for all the help you provide to those in the janitorial, sanitation, distribution business, and a lot more.
Well, when you're talking to them there, tell them to reach out to me. I'll have a special treat for them in one of our publications, I promise.
All right, super cool. Thank you so much. And Jeff, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you to drop off to see if I can pull others into the green room, okay?
Absolutely.
Jeff, thanks so much for being here. Thank you. Thanks. Let's see. So again, everybody, it's super important. We could not be doing this without the support of organizations like ISSA, American Supply Association, National Association of Electrical Distributor, and Vipar Heavy Duty. And I know Jeff Paul is on, and others from Vipar. Jeff, we got to have you on next week, bud. You were the very first one in the association world that saw the vision for us and said we need to be a part of this. And we're going to feature an important Vipar member in the very near future. Okay, you guys, I got about 4 minutes until we go live with the episode, and I'm having a little trouble with my system pulling in two of our other sponsors from Proton and Infor. And guys, if you're there, we can do that if you're there. And you know what? So we do have a special guest. I'm going to, just for 2 minutes before we go, let's pull in who just signed into the green room. There's Jordan Bellamy. Jordan, welcome.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, welcome. So, hey, Jordan, we got about a minute and a half, man. Everybody, Jordan is the director of the docuseries. He was out on the road, videographing, directing everything that you are about to see and have seen. Jordan, real quick, man, thank you for everything. Your storytelling is absolutely amazing. I showed the trailer that of the Wise Way Supply. Can you go back in your mind, our day at Wise Way Supply? You put the show together. What comes to your mind with what we are about to show of Wise Way Supply?
Yeah, I'm really excited to release the second episode because I think it's the first time we get to see that each one of these has its own distinct and unique personality. So it's fun to be able to go back, see Porter Pipe, and then see Wise Way is we're talking about some of the same themes, but it's totally different because it's different people, different industry, and it's really cool just to see all of these episodes, like I said, have a personality. So, Wise Way is a great one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When if you had to sum up the 30 days that we spent on the road together, putting these together, in one or two words, what would those one or two words be and why?
We used the 3 production days in a row. We called it Gauntlet,
Yes,
and I would say the whole month was, but it was equally inspiring, and it was great to be out on the road with you and to get to meet new teams every day.
Yeah, without question. Jordan, you are a creative, you are a storyteller, you are a professional, and We Supply America would not be what it is without you. And from the bottom of my heart, being such an important part of championing this noble calling of distribution, we wouldn't be here without you. And Bud, thank you so very much, man.
Yeah, it's an honor. Thanks, Dirk.
Thank you. All right, we'll talk. All right, Bud, thank you for jumping in. Okay, you guys, there you go. We have about 1 minute to go, and we are going to get into the second episode of We Supply America. Guys, thank you for being here. We're going to stream the second episode right now, and then stick around because we have the Wise Way team in the green room waiting to share their insight. They have not seen this as well, and they're going to be watching it for the first time along with you. And we're going to have the opportunity to pull them in, get their reaction to what they see, us telling their story from our day out there with them. And then we'll give you the opportunity through the comments section to ask them questions if you'd like. So stick around. We'd love to hear your thoughts and questions for the Wise Way team. All right. So it's top of the hour. We're gonna stream this thing. I see it starting to happen. So do me a favor in the comments, you guys, as we're watching this. If you have a thought, if you have a feeling, let me know so that we could talk about that afterwards as well. So everybody, thank you for being here. I absolutely appreciate every single one of you, what you do to supply America. And I truly believe that what you do is, in fact, noble. And thank you for being an important part of this. And to the Wise Way team, wow. Just wow. Thank you for being who you are, allowing us to tell the Wise Way story. And here you go. Wise Way Supply. We supply America.
In a world of social distancing, remote working, personal challenges, and business disruption, there are businesses with their committed, caring, and passionate professionals who kept America supplied. Distribution. It's much more than meets the eye. The pandemic shined a light on the imperative nature of supply. That light, the noble calling of distribution. These are the inspirational stories and lessons from across America. This is We Supply America.
John, how are you, man? Good to see you. Thanks for having us, man.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, Bob?
It's been a bit. How are you, man?
Buddy. How you been?
I'm well. You too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good to see you. You know what? You look good and green, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I agree.
Did your father come up with the name Wiseway?
He and I guess my mom and a group of friends, they talked about the wise way to buy.
Okay.
And that's how they came up with Wiseway.
Cool.
In 1972. Next March will be our 50th year. Dad ran it for 16 years. And in 1988, I was hired in to be general manager. So I've run it for twice as long as he did now, and it's really weird and it's neat. Yeah. It's a neat legacy to carry on. Great.
Can we go meet some of your people?
Yeah.
Morning, gentlemen. The gang's all here? Who's the gang? Who's the gang? Hi, I'm Dirk. Hobie, nice to meet you. I'm driving crew around. Tony, nice to meet you. How are you, man?
Big John, man.
Big John. You know what? You live up to the name, buddy. No doubt. Thinking about your customers that you go and meet every day, you're delivering the materials to. Think of one word that describes a Wiseway customer.
Loyalty for me.
Loyalty. Tell me about that.
Tell you about the loyalty?
Yeah.
I got people waiting for me to come there, knowing that we're going to deliver a good product to them.
It's all about teamwork.
Communication. Communicating with the customer, the contact, and making sure that's done.
Safety is the number one thing. I mean, you got to get there, but take the time, make sure you don't hurt yourself or nobody else. You got people that drive small cars think they can run over that big truck. So you have to be very careful. I mean, it's a madhouse.
Did you see me pull in by chance today with my RV?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so guys, I had to make, that one over there was the third U-turn in that thing today.
I saw you go past too.
That is
like, that guy's going here, isn't he?
That is not nice.
I'm just kidding. I'm teasing.
When you think about your time here at Wiseway, what comes to your mind about the company?
Our supervisor here, and John Kane, the door is always open. Mike Kidwell, you can talk to these guys about anything. And that's what make our day go better, because us drivers, everybody got personal things going on. But when we come here, we can talk to our supervisors, they talk to us when we have a better day.
Along those lines, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
COVID, right? We're coming out of COVID here, and you said we all have things going on.
Right.
How did COVID, if you don't mind me asking?
Want me to do it?
Yeah, I do. I want you to do it.
Yeah. Me and John, we was the only drivers here who had COVID. And that was a very emotional thing because COVID, you see how people dying. So when we was at home, sorry.
No, do it, man.
When we was at home,
yeah,
me and John, we
was talking and communicating.
We was communicating because I didn't know I was gonna live. Willie, my partner, I couldn't walk, but I had to call this guy to keep him up. So we were so strong here. And that's what makes it so better to work here because John Kane and Mike Kid, all us, Alex, everybody stick together. They just gave us confidence to come to work. And if it wasn't for him being just calling me, it just made it better to work here. Because a lot of people out there, it's just,
and family.
Yeah, it's family. It's just family.
We live in the same building, we live right down the hall. I made sure that he didn't have to leave his house. I fed him the whole while. You still owe me.
All right, we're ready to roll. Looking everything at the gauges looks good. Wiseway, every day. That's one thing I do love about being a delivery driver is kind of my freedom. Just me and my cab, my music, my workload, my water, some snacks, food through the day, and it's my own, whatever's going on. If I got something going on, hardcore on my heart or anything, I got time to think about that. If life's good, I think about the blessings I have, and it's just peaceful out here on the road. I really enjoy it.
Go get him one of those Fisher Price.
Row down there,
Get him a Fisher Price one that the kids use. Right? I did that with my pregnant wife.
That's hilarious.
Because
Really?
we were renovating we had one bathroom in our house.
Yeah.
She was 8 months pregnant. I tore the bathtub out and I had to take the toilet out. And she's like, 8 months, I gotta pee a lot. I was like, here, use this. She was not happy with me.
I think you were an innovator there. Tell me about the vitalness of this from your perspective.
I mean, it's the engine that makes it go. Right. I mean, we're supplying product you know, to build high rises, to build homes, to build offices, schools, hospitals. I mean, it's all critical stuff.
You bet.
You know?
We don't have the health care. We don't have the standard of living. We don't have the education. We don't have the road system, the transportation system, unless you guys do your jobs here.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Yeah. John, can I ask Bob to show me around and show me how work gets done here?
Absolutely.
And what you guys do? Is that okay?
Yeah.
And then we'll connect later, okay?
Yeah.
How much?
I don't know. Hey, you know how much this guy talks.
It could be days. I mean, it could be days.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. You
Warehouse tour, man.
You said you love.
I love it.
Warehouse tour.
Going that way?
Yeah, and we're in the way. See?
Yep.
Talk about productivity,
it's,
efficiency.
Constantly moving. So as you saw this morning, this is our outbound.
Yep.
So these folks now are staging either for later today deliveries or tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Yep.
So describe what I'm looking at here.
Okay.
Because, just describe this to me.
Yeah, so you got all different kinds of building wire.
Yep.
The metal clad over here is really used for commercial type. Then you come down here to the solid conductor wires in the white or green or gray.
The things we take for granted, right? I mean, really.
Oh, I know.
I mean, we turn on a light switch, right? And we take it for granted that the light's going to be there. We go in and we take our Diet Coke out of the refrigerator or the cold beer.
Yep.
And we take it for granted. But that doesn't just happen.
No. It is unbelievable how much goes into it. From the manufacturing state to getting it to distribution to us preparing it for the contractor installing it. I mean, it's a gigantic cycle. All of this wire has different applications and you need to know where to use it, how to use it. And the thing that separates wire from just being a commodity is the service that goes with it. You know, all these coils here are for single family homes from that one customer I was talking to you about.
Yep.
So they send us all these orders, so the guy pre-cuts them and he'll label it on here, 100 feet.
Okay.
You know, and they know what job it goes to based on this barcode.
Neat.
So when the pickers come through, they will accumulate the various wire cuts onto a pallet or tote for that customer.
Yep.
So when his folks in the field go to install it, the whole house is in a box, if you will. So they got everything they need to wire that house.
Yeah. How you doing, bud? Nathaniel.
Yes, sir.
I'm Dirk.
Nice to meet you, Dirk.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. What's one thing making you good?
Just, getting stuff done throughout the day. There's not a lot of going on right now. So
Yeah.
I can, operate without being in other people's way.
Good. Until I get in your way, huh? Is that right? What do you see here that says, I love what I'm doing. I love the problem solving. I love the organizing. I love, being a key part of satisfying this customer. But when you say, move up, what does that mean to you? What would excite you?
Overall goal, I'm guessing VP, right? That would be the overall goal,
Give it to me, man.
right?
You got it.
Right? I mean, president,
We have some years on him, man. There's gonna be a role for another VP sometime. Are you after his job?
I mean, maybe. They say pride before fall, right? So.
Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Oh my goodness. Darn it. Hello, everybody. Hold on. Technical problem. I'm not sure what happened at bandwidth or what have you, but let me try one more time here. Okay, everybody? My goodness, I'm so sorry. Let me go back. Let's see what happens. All right. So, okay, thank you.
And the thing that separates.
Are you after his job?
I mean, maybe. I mean, they say pride before fall, right? So I don't know.
All right, hello everybody. We're back. I'm going to try it one more time here, but we're going to go to another form. I'm going to go right to the website right now. So I apologize. Not sure what happened there to the Wise Way team. Sorry. You guys, stick with me. This is great, okay? So here we go. I'm going to try it again from another perspective. And again, let's see here, okay? Here we go.
I'm going to do what's right. Our job.
We have some years on him, man. There's gonna be a role for another VP sometime. Are you after his job?
I mean, maybe. I mean, they say pride before fall, right? So I don't know.
Good for you, man. I love it.
Young kids like that, we got to have them, Dirk.
Yeah.
We got to have them.
So,
and a kid with compassion and passion.
Passion, yeah.
Just like, I want to do what's right. Our job as managers is to fuel that fire. You know, don't squelch the fire, fuel it.
Yeah.
You know, I've been doing this 35 years, and probably that's one of the most satisfying things for me is helping people grow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's awesome. Love it. Love
Agreed.
it. Love it.
Dirk, I'm Dirk. How are you, man?
How you doing, Dirk?
I'm well. Yourself?
I'm doing good.
Good. You know, everybody here smiles. It's awesome. This looks like a pretty cool piece of equipment. If you don't mind, as you do your magic with this, we're going to probably watch you a little bit. Is that all right?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm happy about is if I need a seat, I can come back and sit on this. I can see because it has a 4,000-pound load limit, so it'll be able to hold me. All right. All right. Thanks, buddy.
I'll get this thing
All
started.
right, thank you. That's so cool.
What he's cutting is they are doing the rough-ins for a house.
Okay.
So they stage all the material and then we pick it. I have a unique situation. My husband actually works for Wise Way too.
Oh, really? Okay.
And he's at our Florence location. So, you know, it's he's on the sales side, I'm on the purchase side. So, I mean, it's a dynamic situation.
Boy,
so,
I'd like to be at some of your dinner table conversations there. Your sales, supply, right?
It doesn't wait till dinner.
Because they always, it doesn't wait till dinner. 20 years of marketing, 5 years now in purchasing. So what keeps you at Wise Way? What is it about this place?
You know, there's an old saying, once you're in this industry, you never leave it. And I think that's true. But I mean, really, at the end of the day, it's nice to know that you're doing a beneficial job to get people out into an industry that helps provide the house that you live in.
Not to be over dramatic, but I really think John's dad helped build Northern Kentucky. His business was probably one of the foremost family-owned or independently owned businesses in Northern Kentucky. Family and community were huge to Biz. They were huge to John and his wife Carla. They are involved in countless community organizations. You know, John has a huge heart. He gives back. And you can see it in just how his actions. I mean, it's remarkable. People think you're like hyped up.
Yeah.
So he's like the duck, right? His little feet underwater are going 100 miles an hour, but on the surface, he's just like this little smooth guy.
I think next year it's going to be your 50th anniversary.
That's right.
So tell me about your dad
Yep.
Tell me about the founding of the business and walk us through the history a little bit, please.
Well, I was in 4th grade.
Okay.
When we started. I remember the grand opening. I remember I was proud. My 4th grade teacher came to the grand
Really?
opening. Yep.
Thank you.
One of the first managerial roles I had was in charge of the candy machine. And so I got stupid of my dad to do that because there was one for the company and one for me. And
Love it.
I ate a lot of candy. That was probably my first inner tube from waistline. But I do remember getting to stock the candy. And back then, we were much more rural, obviously smaller.
Yeah.
And we sold kitchen cabinets and appliances and just everything it took to survive in a small town.
Yeah.
And then as we grew,
and as the community around you grew,
right,
I guess.
as the community around us grew,
Yeah.
we benefited.
When you think about We Supply America, and when you think about what we're attempting to do, champion the noble calling of distribution, what does that mean to John Kane?
From this side of that statement, we have a lot of competition, and I think in today's world, everybody thinks Amazon, but I think they really don't, that more than anything reflects their lack of knowledge about what makes America tick and what role distributors play. Because really everything the consumer ends up with has been touched by a distributor, probably.
Yes.
And I mean, whether it's your food or your auto parts or your furniture or your electrical goods.
Yeah. It seems to me, John, that for the people, that concern for the human being, that concern for the individual is certainly a part of Wiseway and the culture here. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I think it certainly is something I'm proud of, and you've gotten to meet a lot of the people on our team. Not just me, but everybody under me all the way down, really, they care about each other. They care about us and they care about the company, but they also care about each other. And I know you got to hear some of the stories about COVID and stuff today. I mean, how it was really impactful, how they handled each other. There's a lot of really great intangibles that come working for a family business.
Outside of the four walls of Wiseway, talk to me a little bit about how important it is for you and Wiseway to support community in the different ways that you do.
Well, it's home. It's the same reason you raise your kids, you raise your community. And that rising tide raises all ships. It really has been or is wonderful to see your community succeed.
Your necklace, it has the infinity sign.
Yeah.
Infinity? What does infinity mean for you?
Para mí infinito es como todo.
¿Todo?
Como, como, no sé, como que puedo lograr todo lo que yo me proponga.
Okay.
Y para mí eso significa.
Significant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, infinity, Wiseway, do they come together? Yeah? How so?
Yeah, porque ese trabajo para mí, yo tengo casi 3 años de estar acá y he crecido en todo sentido. O sea, como que esto, no sé, es como todo. Esto de acá. Entonces para mí eso significa esto también.
This is one of my best friends.
This is our first fishing partner right here.
This is my fishing partner. We go fishing.
We and this guy hit off right off the bat.
We have fun every day.
Yeah.
They see us laughing. They already know we laughing. They say, well, we know Jimmy and Tony somewhere around the house.
Yeah. So you're here is laughing.
My middle name's Flay. It's Bobby Flay Bender.
So, how long have you guys worked with Wiseway?
I've 30 years.
30 years?
31 years.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably been 25, 30 years for us.
So when you think of Wiseway, what comes to your mind?
The relationship with the salespeople and the counter people, it's been a lot of the same people for years, and just used to working with them, feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And, cool. I was fortunate enough to start off with John when he had just gotten into the company.
Okay.
So he's pretty much been our guy the whole time.
Obviously what they do here, I mean, it's more than what's in that supply house too. I mean, it's a lot about the help you can get and the expertise that they have and the different manufacturers that they can bring to the table and what have you. That's really what it all comes down to. And we need help. You know, I'd like to say I know it all, but I don't. I can prove that.
And when you raised that question, it kind of got quiet for a minute. But I think the reason is you just take it for granted. They're there, you know they're there. I mean, people are getting deliveries every day all across America for everything.
Any thoughts on what you all do?
Well,
alone and or in partnership with Wiseway to build America, to create what this country is?
Well, just the fact that we wire 900 to 1,000 homes a year. You know, it's all those families moving in. And they say, I'm not exactly sure, each house creates something like 10 more jobs, somewhere like that. Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like we're doing a pretty good part in making it work.
Is it easy what you do?
No. I don't know if I'd ever do it again. Put it that way.
The good news is it was easier 30 years ago, I can tell you that.
Let me ask your wife that.
It was never easy, it's still not easy.
No.
But
so why do you do it?
Well, we're in too deep now. No, I do love what I do, and I think she said it before. For us, it's more about our employees. You know, I mean, they're a family to us. You know, and we enjoy the company of our, not the company, but the company of our employees. We have a unique company.
you know, us wanting to have our own business created all those jobs and all that family. So,
how many employees do you have?
90.
I absolutely salute you. Your commitment to your employees, your commitment to your customers, your commitment to this country, it's inspiring as hell. And yeah, I appreciate it and I salute it. And thanks for the opportunity to listen and hear some of your stories.
Yeah, great.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks. What do you do for fun?
Boxing. Love it.
Really? So your nose looks intact.
Yeah, it's a little bit to one side, but I haven't got hit too bad there.
So what are the three things that make an excellent boxer?
Discipline,
okay,
mental toughness, and talent.
Show me that jab talent one more time. Don't get too close. All right. So take that need for talent in the ring. What is the talent that you look for when you hire individuals to be on your team here?
The thing about talent is everybody's got talent, and they've got it somewhere. And I think, especially in this company, we've got a home for every kind of talent that there is.
From what you know about what we're doing here at Wiseway, and when you see the words "We Supply America," championing the noble calling of distribution, what does that mean to you, Alec?
It means that we're an important piece of something much bigger, which is that we live in what I believe to be the greatest country in the world, and we play an important role in distributing products that are really the fabric of our homes, and our stores and our businesses and everything that drives us forward as a nation.
Yeah. Love it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Proton AI is proud to partner with We Supply America to tell the stories of the industry that we're exclusively focused on serving with our unique software platform. We build AI-powered tools, workflow tools, and sales enablement tools that help distributors grow their revenue. We care a lot about this industry. It's the industry that I grew up in, and we're proud to be a part of this project to help tell the story of the companies that serve America.
We supply America!
So there you are, everybody. Episode 2, We Supply America. Wiseway Supply. John, Bob, Alec, Tony, everybody. Thank you so very, very much. I tell you, I continue to get choked up each time I see it. Your story is absolutely amazing. Guys, would you do me a favor? About ready to pull in John and Bob and Alec, Tony, and have a conversation, but I would absolutely appreciate everybody online. Just what is one word, one thought that's going through your mind, having just experienced that story of Wiseway Supply and how they supply America and taking care of their community, taking care of their employees, taking care of their customers. I would love to hear what's on your mind as I start to pull them in. And Dave Wolf, I appreciate it so much. And I agree with you, Dave. Let me see here. Dave says it's clear that Wiseway doesn't just deliver product. They deliver confidence, quality, loyalty, relationships, satisfaction, passion, smiles. Dave, congrats to John and the entire Wiseway team. Thank you. Thomas, by the way, Thomas, thank you for following us from the very beginning, buddy. Yeah, great company. The passion and love for one another, my goodness, right, is second to none, and love it. And Thomas, is there anything more noble? Is there anything more noble than when individuals that come together for a common cause, in this case, a distribution business, an electrical business, is there anything more noble than the words you use, the passion and the love for one another? I don't know if there is. Craig, it sounds like, Thomas, you guys have got something going on. Mike, very well done. Thank you. And all that goes to the great, amazing people of Wiseway Supply and, of course, Jordan, who I introduced you to earlier. Mike is proud to be a customer and a friend for over 35 years. Yeah. Harris, thank you for hosting me here today. Too, Harris, you're in another room. Wiseway, you're an impressive company. Keep up the great work. John, you got some family members that are absolutely beaming, rightfully so. And Hannah, thank you for the technology confidence you gave me just a little bit ago. Thank you. Laura says passion and dedication, without question, it comes shining through. And Barry, family, it's about relationships. Yeah, Barry, I think it came through loud and clear as well. So guys, keep bringing those thoughts on what came to your mind. And as you're doing that, I'll be watching that. But I'd love to bring in first John Kane, the president, owner of Wiseway Supply. John, welcome, my friend. And thank you for allowing us to feature you. But that's the first time you saw that.
Oh, that was wonderful. That was just wonderful.
Tell me
at different points in time. In fact, I'm still a little welled up.
No doubt. I was watching you in the green room, bud, and it was fun watching your reactions going through and leaning in and the like. What do you think about the comments that I just shared with you? People that were watching.
Oh, they're terrific. So many of the people in the video and the customers, of course, my family, my daughters watching. It's such a rewarding industry. It really is. We're all. I think the word that maybe you heard a lot in there is family. While they're a work family, we have 115 plus employees, and of course we're concerned about them, but we're also concerned about their families. We do take care of each other.
Without question, John, and it comes through loud and clear. And again, that's why I'm out here, with you, champion the noble calling of distribution. These are stories that need to be told. How we care for each other, and that care for each other just continues to build local communities, builds families, if you will, and builds our country. So, John, thank you so much for your leadership on that. And then, just real quick, if you don't mind, we'll pull in some others. Let me pull that down. Just some of the other words that we're seeing. Kristen, thank you. You know, the word is passion. Stacy, compassion. Mandy says, you know, it's about family. Larone, thank you, buddy. Unity. By the way, unity of that company, unity of the employees, of the people. Again, We Supply America. I hope we have a little dent in this country to bring unity to the country. Phyllis, commitment. Jeff New says, congratulations to you all. Wow. Jacqueline, a very proud mom, has been watching. That's just wonderful. Thank you. And let's.
That's where I get my ability to well up from is her.
No doubt about it. As she should be proud. Just as and here we go. And 4 proud daughters, John. There you are. Fantastic. So let's bring in Mr. Bender to join us as well, John. So Bob, welcome. Should I call you Bob or Flay or what should I call you?
Flay. Mr. Burger. Bob's Burgers.
Bob, those nice things you said were just like we rehearsed. Thank you.
No rehearsal.
Nathaniel's somewhere lurking.
No.
Yeah.
No rehearsal needed.
Awesome. You know,
Bob, what did you think?
Watching that video,
yeah.
I know why I get up every morning now and come to work, because those folks in that video are aces. I mean, top notch, awesome.
You know,
love it.
Yeah, you bet. And you know, Bob, you talked in the video, you know, about your role as a manager, as a leader, right, to help everybody on your team grow. And the way you talked about those young individuals with such pride, it warms my heart. So, and you know, as a leader, you as a leader, having such care for your people, I think it's just amazing. So, super cool.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and then you talked about compassion and passion. You looked at, you know, some of the young people on your team and saying we need that young people, and these are amazing young individuals who have compassion, passion. So when you think about the young people on your team and your entire team, what else comes to your mind, you know, is sparked based on what you saw there?
I mean, just the pride they have, you know, and the job that they're doing, however small, however large, it's like, I want to do the best job I possibly can, not just for Wiseway, but for myself to grow as an individual and for that end customer. Yeah. You know, you can see it in their eyeballs when you look at them.
Without question. And in the way they move, the way they help each other, the way they care for each other, as we saw. And let's talk about that care for each other, as we saw. But before we do, just again, guys, it looks like John Aykroyd's going to buy you a few drinks in a few weeks. So that's cool. Kirk, thank you. Kirk says congratulations to John and the entire team. Let's see. Thomas says looking forward to toast with both Johns in a couple of weeks. Thank you. And Jeff is saying, you know, thanks to Tom as well. So guys, keep your thoughts coming in. And John and Bob, if you don't mind, let's pull in 2 other individuals that are very important to your organization and to this second episode. And that is Tony Collins and Alec. Yeah, Tony, Alec, welcome, guys.
Hey.
So let me just stop. Tony, you opened up the video, and Alec, you ended the video. Right? So, guys, Tony, as you're watching the video, and I appreciate you sharing from the heart, buddy, who you are and what your friends and your peers mean to you.
Yes.
Yeah. As you were watching, what were your thoughts, bud?
Blowing mind. It was amazing. It was. I have not worked for a company till I came here with John. It's just everybody, like you said, everybody just family. We support each other. We got one mission to do, is to deliver that product, because we are the last of the Mohegans out there. So we got to make sure everything is right. I told you before, Dirk, we don't want nothing to go back to John Kane.
Right? You did, yes.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So Alice be on us. We don't want it because it's a chain line. It goes, and when Alice get on us, we know it's something wrong. So we try to. It's been wonderful. It's touching. And you know what's so scary about it? We got plenty more to grow. The sky's the limit for a Wise Way.
Mm-hmm.
The sky is the limit.
And Tony, when you say that the sky's the limit, we got plenty of room to grow. Are you talking about that from a company perspective or personally? How are you?
I'm talking about the company, family, everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you, Tony. So, Alec.
Yes, sir.
Alec, you are the manager of the warehouse, 25 years old, if I remember. Is that right, bud?
That's correct.
Yeah, 25 years old. So let me just real quick, when you look over to your right, I think, and Tony is sitting there, you know, what is one word that you'd use to describe Tony, bud?
Consistent. Very consistent. He does a great job, and he doesn't do a great job sometimes. He does it all the time. If there's a mistake or if there's something that he notices, you can count on him communicating. There's never a time that I'm surprised by Tony Collins. Everything's always consistent, and it's always high quality work.
Boy, Alec, I appreciate that. You know what? I think Tony has just developed some rock star status, actually. And and a LinkedIn user saying you rock, Tony, and you should have your own comedy show. All right. And
yes,
Mandy, yeah, and Mandy here says about Tony says, great work, Tony. I love your passion and commitment to your company and your customers, man. And you know, I told you when we were together, buddy, that you warm people's hearts, you inspire people, and you can see that happens. So thank you. Thanks.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So Alec, man, I'm glad I'm standing away, you know, as a boxer, right? As a boxer, I absolutely love how you've taken, you know, some of the things you've learned in the ring. And if you don't mind, I hope I can say this as what I think is a very young man in a leadership position. To me, you're wise beyond years, and how you're committed to growing your people. What you said about every individual has talent, just finding that talent and putting them in the right place. Tell me more about that thinking. Where'd you learn that? How do you apply that? And the like.
I mean, some of it's what I've been taught by my leaders, both at Wiseway and in the past, and then some of it's personal experience and knowing where I fit in and where I didn't fit in, and what skills I had and what I didn't have. And a lot of it was just being, too young to know who you are first of all and what you're good at.
Yeah,
you find out along the way, and that's kind of where I learned those principles. I didn't come up with any of it myself. Most of it was taught to me, and then a lot of it was experience.
I love it. Alec, if you don't mind, is 25-year-old in a leadership position in an amazing organization. If you had the opportunity to talk to other 25-year-olds as they're coming out of college or as they're thinking about their next step of their career, why would you suggest to anybody that they should think about distribution, be it in the warehouse, be it driving, be it in marketing, be it in IT, why would you recommend people to consider distribution?
I touched on it in the video too. It's such a great opportunity to be a part of something bigger. I mean, distribution it's the vein that feeds the fabric of our country, and it really is like Tony said, the sky's the limit in distribution. Not just Wiseway, but distribution in general. It's a great career to get into, and it's extremely rewarding. And if you can work hard and if you are data driven and you're interested in improving processes, you can be the best. And that's what we want to be at Wiseway, is the best.
And it comes through in everything you do. Alec, thank you. And Tony, thank you. Bob Bender, as you look at Tony and Alec, here and what you saw on the screen and what you just heard from the two of them, what goes through your mind right now, bud?
Man, just tremendous pride. It's and I love it. We got two special gentlemen sitting there, and Tony and Alec, and I know I speak for the leadership team at Wiseway. We're damn glad they're on our team.
Right on.
Yeah, we're damn glad they're on our team.
Without question.
Thank you.
And it shines through, man. John Kane. Your father started an amazing business. Bob reminded us of the role he played in building Northern Kentucky and the like. And you've been leading this organization, as you said, for twice as long as him now. You know, if your dad could have watched that video about where his business, your business, your team's business is right now, what do you think your father would say to you?
Oh, I think he'd be awfully happy with the team we have, the work family we have, the business that together the work family and my own family have built, and the impact we've had on so many lives, and whether it be our customers, our vendors, our community. I think and I'm fortunate that my mom is still around and very much a part of our life, and I think it's just something to be proud of. There's people with bigger businesses and more money, but there's nobody with more blessings than me.
That's amazing. John, thank you. Bob, thank you. Tony, Alec, thank you so much. And I'll conclude by saying this, and I'll ask for any of the four of you to make a comment on it. Thank you for allowing us to feature the Wiseway story. But as I say, you know, we supply America, and I really believe this story of Wiseway Supply that we just showed is not just about Wiseway Supply. I think you have been a canvas to remind all of us of the goodness of business, the goodness of independent, family-owned businesses. I think you've been a canvas and an opportunity to remind us that distribution creates 6 million jobs, is the third largest economic engine on this country, and that truly we don't have a country the way we do without distribution, with everything going through you. And I appreciate you allowing us to come in and use your business, your team, your people as a canvas to remind us all of the noble calling of distribution. And for that, I'm grateful, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Dirk, very much.
Thank you all. Everybody, guys, thank you so much. I'll say goodbye to you guys, and I'll take over the screen, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you all. Goodbye. Thank you so much. Guys, if you don't mind, would you just one more time, your thoughts, if you saw any one of those four or anybody from Wiseway as you're crossing the street, you wanted to go over and say something to them as a result of what you just learned about Wiseway in that episode, please let me know in the comments here. I'd love to know your thoughts, what you would tell them if you had a chance to. Thomas, I agree with you 100%, buddy, what you said. I want to get this up there, that the Wiseway team is a perfect example of We Supply America. And they are one of many, and I appreciate them allowing us to use their example. Marianne, I got to tell you something. The burger was damn good. Oh wait, sorry, I put the wrong one up. Sorry. Here, Marianne, the burger was damn good, and absolutely that he did. So I really appreciate it. Yeah, and then Marianne, you also said that super excited that Alec and Tony are part of the team. Absolutely love it. Jacqueline, I love what you say, right? Thank you. And I think you're John's mom, is that right? I'm sorry. How proud John's dad would be. Fantastic. And the guys, thank you so very much. So just an amazing episode. It's 2 of 8 that we've got going. Let me pull in an individual here that's very important to what we're doing, if you don't mind. And I'd like to pull in Will Quinn from Infor. Will, hello, and I'm sorry for the technical problems earlier. Will, how are you, my friend? You're on mute. I think you're on mute.
I'm doing great, Dirk. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey, listen, man, you've trademarked something, haven't you? Will, I can't hear you now. Will?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. No, you're out again. You're out again.
You can hear me. Okay, great.
No, let's try it again. So Will, you're a member of the Infor team. We appreciate Infor's commitment. Real quick, could you tell us why We Supply America is so important to Infor, and why you are the entire Infor distribution team is behind getting this word, the champion of the noble calling of distribution, out throughout America. Can't hear you, bud.
Absolutely, Dirk. Well,
keep going. I think we can now. Go.
All right. Supporting We Supply America is important to Infor because Infor recognizes and appreciates the hard work, dedication, and contributions that distributors and their employees make.
Yeah. And how does Infor contribute to the success and growth of these amazing distribution companies? Will?
Sure. Infor supports distributors by providing distribution industry specific software tools that can really help distributors regardless of where they are on their digital transformation and journey.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And if everybody that's listening wants to know more, they can go to Infor website, infor.com. Is that correct, Will? Yeah. Super cool.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you to you and the entire Infor team's support. Really appreciate it. I know we got a lot more coming, like executive dinners that we're going to be inviting people to. Look forward to that and bringing more community to We Supply America. Will, thank you so very much, man.
Thank you, Dirk. Appreciate all you do.
Thank you. Talk to you. Thanks. So there you have it, everybody. And to the Proton team, I apologize. I know, Jill, you attempted to get on. Don't know what happened on a technical problem. We've been filled with it today. I apologize to you. But I also want you to know that Proton AI is another big, important part of bringing We Supply America to you. They are dedicated to bringing AI solutions specifically to distributors, and I encourage you to check them all out as well. So everybody, there we have it, our second episode of We Supply America. Would you do me one more favor? In the comments below, let me know what you're thinking about We Supply America, the noble calling of distribution, everything that we've been talking about for the last 90 minutes or so. I appreciate you joining us. We're going to continue this process next week. I will share one more thing real quick if I can do this. Please remember to go to wesupplyamerica.net and you will be brought to this episode page. And I really encourage you to take a look at the bonus video with my interview with John. Great insights there that he provides to us. And then also that meeting in a kit. I encourage you to take a look at it. When you download that kit, what you will find is some information from me. First, a letter from me introducing the kit to you, how you can use this kit in your organization. You'll see an introduction to the meeting to start your planning of how can you craft a meeting around this episode with an agenda and time frames and the like. And then really important, you can download a page that everybody in your organization can utilize to actually start thinking about the episode, what it means to them, what it means to your team, and what it means to your organization. Also, what you'll find in that kit is a PDF PowerPoint that walks you through that agenda. So it's all done for you so that you can set the stage, show the trailer, an introduction to WiseWay so that everybody understands the context. You got the link directly to the episode, and then there are the questions that you can lead with your team as you watch and use this episode to further your mission going forward. Okay, everybody? So I encourage you to do that. So there you have it, everybody. We're coming to the conclusion. We're coming to the conclusion of our second week of We Supply America. Thank you again, everybody. Susan, I appreciate your thoughts continuing to follow us. Another great session. Thank you so very much. Bob Bender, here we go again, man. Distribution is the bomb. I agree. Way to go, WiseWay team. And Thomas, I want to make sure I don't miss this. Again, congratulations to the entire team. So any other thoughts, let me know real quick before we sign off. Let's see what Amy has to say. Amy says, it's great to see how everyone opens up to you, Dirk. They can't wait to show their pride in their company and fellow coworkers. Amy, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. You know, I am absolutely energized and I'm honored at the same time to do what I have, to go out and meet every single one of you and help you tell your story, because I do believe what you all do is noble. So there you have it, everybody. Thank you for joining us with the second episode. Go to WeSupplyAmerica.net. Please help us share the story on LinkedIn and elsewhere. Follow us, hashtag WeSupplyAmerica. And I think I'm out of things to say. So we'll bring this to a conclusion, everybody. Thank you so very, very much. We will see you online and on the road with We Supply America. And to the Wise Way team, thank you. Thank you.